Hi, welcome here with Mr. Prima on TLC channel. Tonight I'm going to talk about the special topic which everybody has been asking me for so long. It's about the secret of being a fluent speaker in English. Well, but before I talk about the topic, I just want to say a quote from Lao Tzu. It's like this: begin the difficult things while they are easy, and begin the great things while they are small, because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What does it mean? What has it got to do with learning English? Well, actually, it is a lot. There are a lot of correlation between the quote and learning English, because from my experience, learning English has never been too easy. It takes a lot of effort and hours to go, and not to mention that you have to memorize a lot of vocabularies and learning those difficult, intricate grammar rules. But even so, mostly people think that we don't need grammar to be able to speak. Is that true? Well, at a very moment right now, when I'm speaking to you from this video, I'm using grammar. Because without grammar rules, of course, there is no sentences, there is nothing to say. It's a jumbled words. You just say, a bunch of words, and there are no meanings at all. So of course we need grammar. But why do they think that learning grammar is so difficult? Well, probably they just want something instant. They don't want to spend a lot of effort to, just to make it, internalize. What does it mean? What does internalize means here? Well, when you're speaking, it's so different when you are writing. A lot of people just think that, oh, if I just want to learn English, I just learn it through chatting. There are lots of, instant messengers right now, such as WhatsApp, and then Line. Used to be there was BlackBerry Messenger, but I think there are not really many people using it right now. So it's a different thing between speaking and chatting, because when you're chatting, of course you are using your thumbs, right, to type in the words on your virtual keyboard on the screen, and you never use your mouth, you never use your tongue, you never use the vocal cord to create sounds, to create words, to pronounce it. So it's a different thing. So what about learning grammar? Well, here's the thing. If it is difficult for you to learn grammar, it means that you don't really need them. It's supposed to be easy, because English is so simple and fun, actually. It's the slow process, but it's so sure if you are committed to learning the language every day, little by little. Remember, the 1,000 journey miles, miles away begins with a single step. So it's gotta be one step at a time. Never be an instant thing, So, is it possible if we just memorize grammar and we just memorize the words every day? Like, you create a target that you have to memorize 10 words a day. Yeah, it depends. It depends, actually. When you learn it by memorizing blindly, you just take those vocabularies, those words from dictionary, and you just make it into a list, and you just try to memorize that, and you just memorize the meaning as well. So I think it's not really going to work for you, because English is contextual language. It means that you have to get the context before you really feel that you own the language, acquire the language. So you're supposed to learn it by context. And of course, memorizing vocabularies and memorizing grammar rules are necessary things to do. You just have to make sure that they are getting into your working memory, because in speaking, you have no time at all to think, to rephrase, to change your sentences. You have to speak it in the real time. So it's impossible for you. You don't have much time to think. All you have to do is thinking about the topics, about the things that you want to say. That's all. But about the language itself, you just do it automatically. So it means that you have to make those grammar rules and vocabularies into your working memories. And another trick that people think that learning English is becomes difficult. It's because they're learning it not within their levels. What I mean by that is that they watch the movies, probably dialogues that are too way difficult for them. It means that they don't understand the input. So they feel desperate and they just give up. They just quit learning English. So it's not going to work. You need to be committed. How? Of course, by, listening to the comprehensible input as much as possible. It begins with the simple understanding of one word and into another and another and another, something like that. And once you have gathered enough input, your brain starts to think that you're ready to speak, to produce. And then up to this level, up to this moment, you're probably going to need someone who speaks English better than you. So it is to trying to practice your output with the person. So what about if the person is having the same level as you? So I think it's not going to work as well, because you need to improve, right? So in order to be improving, it means that you need higher level to guide you, to drag you up, not just to, keep at the same level as you are. Well, keep practicing and make it easy. Never getting too difficult in learning English, because English is an enjoyable process to learn. Okay? Bye now.